In these problems, we're calculating combinations. So it's a situation like this. There are 15 entrees available at a restaurant, and from these, Archie has to choose 6 for his party. And the question is, how many different combinations of 6 can he take from 15 possible entrees? So for questions like that, there's a specific terminology or notation, and then a specific formula you should be using. We think of the combination itself as a big C, and then the number of possible things you're choosing from is n, and the size of the selection that you want is r. And we say n choose r. Another way to write this is with a tall set of parentheses, and you put the n up here and the r down here. Whoops, the number that is r down here. So this would be 15 choose 6. And the formula for this is n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial. A lot of factorials there. In this case, it would be 15 factorial over 6 factorial times 15 minus 6 factorial. And let's see, 15 factorial over 6 factorial. 15 minus 6 is 9, so times 9 factorial. And I think I can rewrite 15 so that we cancel out the 9 factorial. So let's write the 15 factorial as 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial. And we'll put that all over our 6 factorial times 9 factorial. And now that chunk cancels out. So this problem, to calculate it, comes down to 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 divided by 6 factorial. I think I'll use my calculator to figure that one out. 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10. That big number. And then we're going to divide by 6 factorial. I happen to have a factorial button on my calculator. So let's see, divided by 6 factorial, that's 720. And the grand answer there for our combination is 5,005 possible combinations of 6 entrees when you're choosing from a group of 16. Let's try one more like that. So this one says, in how many ways can a committee of size 9 be formed from 16 people? So this is 16 choose 9. So we're going to have 16 factorial over 9 factorial times 16 minus 9 factorial. Well, 16 minus 9 is 7, so this is 16 factorial over 9 factorial times 7 factorial. And now we want to rewrite this 16 factorial so we can cancel out the biggest chunk down here, which would be the 9 factorial. So we'll rewrite this as 16 times 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial. And that is all over 9 factorial times 7 factorial. And of course our 9 factorials will cancel. And there is our problem. Let's calculate this one. So we've got 16 times 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10. And that's divided by 7 factorial, which is 5,040. So our grand total here is 11,440 different combinations of 9 committee members from a group of 16 people. So that's a little bit of work with combinations.